Well, hi everybody. It's been a long time since I made a video, 2 months ago, according to my YouTube channel. But here I am, ready to make one. As you can see, I have changed the name of my YouTube channel to Cards for Everyone. That is basically what I started off doing, is making cards. I have my own style. Some people wanted to know how you start and where you start. I come in here and I sit down and I think, what shall I do now? Well, today there was a card. I had some new stamps from Stampin' Up, and this is the one I got. Lovely as a tree. I used to own this before and I ended up selling it when I was going to give up making cards. But as soon as I got back into cards, I just had to get it back again. I love this set. It's beautiful. Versatile. I love trees. I love nature. So I just had to have it back. So the card I'm going to make for you today is something like this. Very easy, very basic, but that's how I like my cards to be. Pleasant to the eye, and yep, a bit of glitter on because it's Christmas. So let's make that card and I'll show you how I do it. I just must make a point of showing you what I've got here though, because I've only just received this. I've used it for the first time today. It's the Tim Holtz stamping platform. Boy, it's a great machine, great piece of equipment. It is solid, good and solid. It's not flimsy at all. It is 8 by 8, so you can get, you know, a decent sized card in it. This slips up. You've got your 2 magnets. As you can see, I've used it. I've got ink on it already that I can't get off. This lid has got the grid on it, and it's actually got 2 sides. This side here has got quite a deep lip, which is what I need because I'll be using these rubber stamps. But when I come to use my Merry Christmas stamp, it's only thin stamp, and I will, to do that, I just have to lift that out of there and put it in there, and this lip enables me to reach down to the finer acrylic stamps like these. So let me start. I'm going to need this back where I had it because I'm going to use the rubber stamps first. First of all, this is how I start. Take a card out of the drawer. If that was a full card, it would be this size, 8.5 by 5 or something the Americans use. In New Zealand it's called an A4. And to get that size, all is done is, this is only a piece of paper, it's folded in half and cut it into 2, and you end up with this size card. But my size of card when it's finished will be what we call an A6. This is an A5. The original large size is A4. This is A5. And this, folded over into the card, is A6. Where's my bone? There we go. Got a nice crisp edge. So that is an A6, and that's the size 99% of the time I do my cards. Sometimes I'll do a square one, sometimes I'll do a longer one, but my ordinary everyday cards, that's what I do. So that goes there. That's ready for when we get the card done. Get it back again. Now I'm going to use some green like this, or I could use red. In fact, I'll use red. So, since it's Christmas, here's a red one, already been folded in half, but I only want half of that. So, I just use my wee guillotine, and I know if I put it on that line on my wee guillotine there, make sure it's right, cut it. I know that that's going to fit on there with a nice edging, too big this side, so I just take a wee bit on the guillotine again and chop it off. Now you will see that that is going to fit quite nicely on there, like so. I'll get used to where this camera is in a minute, don't worry. So that's that. So got 2 pieces left, they get used. No waste, they'll get used. Now I need another white card. I've got one here that I've marked, and so I can use the other half of it to do my card. I'll cut it in half to start. Put that over there. Let me move, I'll call this, he's called Tim, I'll move Tim over there. An easy way of measuring whether this is going to fit right is I put that card here onto that one and give myself the nice edge that we want. Then I will mark this here just in, and this bit here just in. Just put a little tiny pencil mark. Then I put it into the guillotine, get the pencil mark there, down. Get it there, there's the pencil mark here on the cutting edge, down. If you've got a little bit of pencil mark still showing, like I probably have, if that fits nice, which I'm happy with, you can either use an eraser to get that off or just flip it over that way, and that is going to fit there. Right, now I'm going to do what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stick red onto the white. This is how I do it. I use the round scoring tape, not the very wide one, it don't need to be. Put that there. Heidi will tell me off because she said I've got to be tidy, and I'm not tidy. Am I, Heidi? Anyway, I will take this tape and I'll pull it out like that and put it down there. Then that means I can handle this properly in my hand. So I'll run this along here and stop just before the end. You can see that's just before the end. Then I will get my, where are they? I have some of these for scissors. They're actually called squizzers. They've got a nice fine point. I used to do a lot of 3D cards, and for cutting intricate parts of the 3D. Some people get on okay with a craft knife. I like scissors, and that's what I got them for originally. But anyway, back to the card. I take it so it's just before the end there, And then on an angle from the point of the card into here, I just cut about halfway through the tape. Turn it round. Then you can put a twist in the tape. Can you see? I'm going to make use. There's a twist in the tape there, and I put my finger on it to flatten it and take it through to the next corner, stopping again just before the corner, snipping it again. This can take practice, I tell you. It's a matter, because you've got to do this twist and not get everything stuck on your tape. Do the twist, place the tape so you get it there and straight and along to the edge. Do the cut again on an angle. Come on, scissors, cut. And then along to here. And that gives you your 4. You can cut it if you like, but usually this, once it tape, you can just pull it and break it off. So then you've got your tape continually around the edge of your card. Take your card, but where you have ended here with the tape, get a pointed something or other and lift it up and bring it to halfway along the card and point and bend it like that. Then you get this card, keep that tail out, place it on your card with your edges as you want them. You can move it around at this stage to make sure you're getting it all straight everywhere. When you're happy with it, put your finger here where you have got the glue. You can take your hands off now, but gently take hold of this tape and just gently, sometimes it'll break, sometimes it doesn't, but very gently pull around till you get to the beginning, flatten out. And I've done it wonky anyway, because look, it's not right there, but I think that's actually the, but no fear, we can get it off because I haven't pressed it down really hard. And I'm actually going to take a wee bit off that edge, because it's like all cutters, they don't always cut straight. Now we should be okay. But I've lost my tape, so I'm going to have to do it by hand. By eye, anyway. There we go. Okay, you're saying that bit's a bit wider. Yes, it is, because I didn't have my stuff to guide me. So I'll just put this on here. And there we go. Nice straight edges. I don't always have to do that, but I did. Next, we take our piece of white card. We have measured that. Yep. That's okay. There's a slight misshape on that. You've got to be so fussy with these. It's the way you use a guillotine, be it large or small. You go like that. You put slight pressure that way, just slight. And you see that it catches. It's the same with the big guillotine. As you bring it down, you don't just bring it down. You put slight pressure in towards the blade. Yeah, that's better. Right, now then, let's get Tim over. Keep tidy, Diane, keep tidy. I have to learn to keep tidy, I've been told, because I'm not a tidy worker normally. Right. Okay. So we'll go to the Tim Holtz Lovely as a Tree. And this is the one I want to use first. And get the white card. This is a nice textured card, easy actually, but it really stamps lovely. I'll tip that side. You get 2 of these with Tim Holtz. If you do, I tell you what, Tim Holtz, this is only 34 American dollars. I bought it with New Zealand money, of course, and having it shipped over, it still only cost me 75 New Zealand dollars. And that was with shipping from scrapbook.com. So I was absolutely wrapped. Absolutely wrapped. And it's lovely. I have seen a Misty, and I don't think it's as good as this. I don't think it's as sturdy as this. This is beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to want my trees here just up a bit on the paper. So I'll put them there. Close the door. Slight pressure. Pick them up. The ink I like to use, whoops, is this one. It's called Versaline. It's by the same people as Versamark. I've had this one years, at least 5-6 years, and it's still going. I've never refilled it. Versafine gives a lovely stamp. Absolutely great for text stamps because you get a nice fine, you know, image from it. It doesn't bleed or anything. It's ideal. So anyway, I'm using this stamp. I use it all the time for black. So I'm going to black up the stamps. That's fine. Now then, I actually don't want the full colour stamp on here because I want them in a distance. So what I'm doing is putting a second piece of card on here, and I'm going to stamp them and lift. Look at that, beautiful, beautifully stamped. Then leave my original there, and because I've just stamped it, there's not as much ink on, of course, and now I'll use it on here. Stamp. It hasn't come out quite right there, but that's the beauty of being on this Tim Holtz. We give it another rub. Great, love it. That's fine. So that's that one used. You get some wipes, and while it's on there, because it's sturdy on there, I'll leave it on there. Right, put that away now. But as you can see, there's another tree in the foreground here, and that's this tree here, and this is what I'm going to use next. So I want it to come about there, on there like that. So I'll leave that there, pick it up, use the Versamark, Versafine, and give it a stamp. Press. Lovely. Now I'm going to clean that off, but I'd like some green in that tree, so I'm going to get Stampin' Up markers, don't know what they're called. Oh, this is a Tombow. It's the same as, and I'm going to actually colour. Can you see? Whee. I'm colouring the tree with this green marker. Just roughly going all over it. Give it some colour. Right. there we didn't need. Right, and because these dry quickly, what I've got to do now before I stamp is breathe on it hard. And now I'll stamp it. And there, you can see it, there is green in it. Gives it a green tinge, just how I want it. So now I'll clean that. These rubber stamps don't clean as nicely as the acrylic stamps. So I'll put that back in there. It's fine. Now I want to put the greeting on it. So I'm going to put it back in there. Like so. Don't put these magnets together, I tell you, to get them apart is terrible. And I want the Merry Christmas to go about here. But because I'm using the fine acrylic stamp, this is where I turn the lid and put that down there like that. Quick as that, no problem. And then I pick it up and then stamp, put the ink on again. Close it and down. Right. Take it out of there, and quickly, while it's still wet, because Versa ink, this one dries very quickly, I'm going to put some embossing powder on it. This card. Empty that in there. Out comes the heat gun. And there we are, the Merry Christmas shining. Right, this way. Lid on, or else I'll knock it over. So now I'm ready to put this on to the rest of the card, which is here. So here we go again. Turn it over. Have room on your desk so you can put that way out there, so it's not in your way. And here we go again, along here. Stop before the end. Snip in. You've got to manoeuvre it round like that, and you put your finger on then, and that flattens it like that to there. I've been making cards now for 15 years at least, and I've only ever stuck them together like this, and they've never come apart. So I'm quite happy doing it this way. This is how I like it. So roll that up. Again, start that off halfway, press it so it'll stay out. Now, get this. There. I have to get it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. That'll do. Press it there. Slowly pull. And there we are. Now that's nice on its own, but I want it's Christmas, it's got a glitter. So I use a product called, wherever I've put it, here we go. It's called Kinderglitz. This is what we get here in New Zealand. It's made in Australia, this one, and it's called Crystalline. But it's like a plain glue with the crystals in it. Beautiful. And whatever you put it on, it picks up the colour. Go away, Kit Kat. So what I want to do is put some on here on the tree. And I don't know if you can see it yet, but let me show you. Because I put the green, oh, let me get it right. Because I put the green ink on there, it's picking up the green and it's glistening green. And you just go like that, nothing. You don't have to do it spot on. You're just giving it some green all the way through it. Here we go. I'll put a bit more in that dark part there. And can you see that, how it glistens? I hope you can. Right, and because if there's a bit of snow around, these trees will have some on, but I just dab lightly over these. Just like this, because they're in the distance. So they've got just a little bit on there that they glisten away. And the other thing I want to do, very easy, basic. I'm not an artist by any means at all. In fact, I'm hopeless. But this is how I was shown how to do this. I want to show a bit of greenery under the trees. Could do it brown if I wanted to. Could do it brown, green. I want to do it green. I'll just get one of these. Just a light dab on the ink pad, nothing more. And then I'll use that on an angle. And I'm sorry this is upside down for you. And just go like that where the markings are for the ground. There we are. That's the card finished. So that's 2 Christmas cards I've done today. I'm quite happy with that. You know, I can see there's a bit not right there, but that's okay. So that's my way of doing cards. I'd love it if you come and join me. I'd like to start doing a lot more cards. So if you do like this, please give me a like. And even possibly share my YouTube channel with your friends. And I will start and make more cards. Anything you really want made, let me know. I do have a certain amount of equipment, not a lot, and I don't have all, like I've got bits of Tim Holtz and I've got bits of this and bits of that. I can't afford to buy the whole lot. So I make do with what I've got. And but I love it. I like my style. I've done different ones. I'll have to get a site for you. Well, if you all go into Crafty Kiwi in Facebook, that's another of my Facebook pages. There is I'll put the link down below anyway. That's where some of my work is. And yeah, that's how I make cards. I'd love to have you come along again. I want to go live at some stage when I know how to do it. At this stage I don't know how. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Right, bye.